Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another crypto video. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we are going to be discussing some XRP. But before we jump into this video, I just want to say I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July as well. I did take a little bit of a day off, so I do apologize for the lack of updates via Twitter. But nonetheless, we are back in the lab and we are cooking up some content. So, nonetheless, let's analyze the market. So, we had a big change from the other day, or I should say from yesterday. When I made my initial video, it was actually about 24 hours ago, pretty much almost exact, and we did see Bitcoin kind of ranging at about 35.5K at that point. Now we are kind of sitting at about 34.1K again. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. For the most part, I'm not too concerned, especially when we look here on coin market cap. We do see that the volume is down only about 2.79%. Now, me personally, when I look at this, I really wanted 36K to be cleared. We couldn't clear 36K, but we did clear some major support zones. Like I said, 36.3K was the key target. We couldn't get that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to analyze too much about the market right now or do TA. That's more so for another video. I kind of make those specific. But I just want to say XRP down about 3.13%, still sitting at about 67 cents overall, still sitting at number 7. Now, if you guys know, basically, from the title of this video, I do think that something is really about to change. I think that it is pretty much inevitable at this point that XRP is going to change the world. And we're going to talk more about that here shortly. So, first and foremost, before I do get into the juiciness, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about this article. This is actually from January 25th, 2021. The reason why I bring this article up, because, even though it is an old article, I just want to stress the idea that no matter how much money you hold in your bank account, in your wallet, no matter how much money you make in life, it will never be worth as much as your time. And the reason why I'm even saying this is because I took time off today to spend some time with family, pretty much enjoy my life, kind of disconnect a little bit from crypto, from social media and everything. I just want to say that time is one of those assets that we have in life that truly has no price tag on it. You could have all the money in the world that you possibly can wish for, but nothing will equate to time. From the time that we are born to the time that we pass away, we are dying every single day, getting less and less time on this earth. And of course, trust me, money is the main focus point because it is a tool to really kind of build time, if you will. That's how I look at it, at least. I don't care about buying a Lambo. I don't care about buying the mansion. I don't care about what I am buying. As long as I have time to spend with my family, with my friends, to enjoy the better things in life than working for the rest of my life and retiring at who knows, 60, 70 years old. And who knows even if retirement is going to be a thing in the future. I mean, with how the markets look, how the economy looks, it could soon be something that is just a dream. But I wanted to say that, and I really kind of wanted to talk to you guys on that. I'm very into mental, physical, emotional health. I like to stay cool, collective, calm, healthy. I think, health is wealth at the end of the day. Definitely take care of yourself. Definitely, do more things that benefit you overall, and you'll feel incredible and also success will follow. But I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So this article was posted today. This is Japan CBDC to get a clearer picture by 2022, says government official report. The official also said more details on CBDC's design may kick up a debate on how its issuance could impact financial institutions. Now, you might be wondering why I'm even talking about this. Well, good question. We are going to jump into that here shortly, and we're going to tie it to XRP. Now, I've talked about the digital yen for quite some time. I talked about how these CBDCs around the world are really going to ramp up a lot of inclusion that is lackish in terms of banking and also financial inclusion overall. Now, in terms of this issuance, we see a concern, contrary to the bank's conclusion, that a digital yen would not adversely affect private businesses provided they were designed appropriately. We do see, they said commercial banks would stand to benefit from a shift back to banks' control over customer data and business. I don't think that that is the case. I honestly think that banks in general are a dying breed of tech. I think that their tech is so lackish. I think that they're still in like the Stone Age, if you will. We need to do better with banks. We need to do better with finance as well. And we really need to have an impact on it where we do innovate the entire system fully. Now, if we do see here, we do see if the BOJ were to issue CBDC, it would have a huge impact on financial institutions and Japan's settlement system. I agree, said Murray. As cited in the report, CBDC has the potential to completely reshape changes occurring in Japan's financial industry. Of course it does, right? When we talk about CBDCs, we talk about how quick they are, how they can basically be settled in real time as quick as possible. We also talk about how they could benefit overall pretty much anything, right? When you make a payment, it's instant. When you want to scale something, you can do that with CBDCs. CBDCs, in my opinion, are going to march us into a digital age where we do see, even here, right? We see China, which currently leads the world in CBDC experimentation and implementation, has been trudging along with the efforts to digitize its national currency. I think digitization, which I've talked about multiple times in multiple videos, is the future of anything, right? And I think that it is because when we look at the world that we live in now, I think for the most part the financial system has been outscaled by the global demand for it. We have way too many people transacting every single day. We have too much technology transacting over these networks as well, utilizing massive amounts of bandwidth overall. CBDCs could definitely help alleviate a lot of pain points. The banks are just a dying breed, like I said. When you look at a payment pre-authorized in 7 days, where it actually will settle in 3 to 5, 7, who knows when, that's a problem. We also see a problem when you want to send money to, say for so, a friend over in Italy, and you live in the United States, and it won't be there for 5, 7 days plus. Not only accounting for that, but also the massive amounts of fees. When I use, for an example, I try to use a lot of third-party, pretty much payment structures when I do send money overseas. For an example, I think Wise was one of my biggest choices. Now that they do have kind of low-cost fees. It's about $8 to $10 to move money. Nothing too crazy. But when we look at CBDCs, that will alleviate the fee altogether, especially when we do think about something utilizing XRP in a way. Now, I'm going to talk about that here in a second, but I do want to say these CBDCs will definitely help change the entire structure overall of the financial system, and I look forward to seeing something like this happen. We even do see here the Bank of Japan, however, does not view this as a threat to the US dollar and its status as a global reserve currency, according to previous reports, though the bank's plans to push ahead with the CBDC indicates it is, at least keeping China's plans firmly on its radar. And I do think that the US is really going to have to roll out something or get into things very quickly as we do kind of march on and get more CBDCs pretty much on a live network. Now, where does this all come into play with XRP? Well, we do see SBI Holdings, which is a Japan pretty much bank. We do see touts XRP ledger for NFT use in the tokenization of a variety of assets. The blockchain XRP ledger has the ability to tokenize not only XRP, but also a variety of other assets, the company said in its report. This is where we talk about digitization and also tokenization overall. Tokenization is very similar to digitization, where everything will be tokenized. It will move over a ledger very quick, very cheap. It's scalable as well. It's pretty much energy, sustainable energy is the biggest key component here as well. But we also talk about the fact that it is very green, so it is, environmentally sustainable as well. So I definitely think that this is interesting to really look at. Now, I kind of went over this a little bit in a past video, but I like the fact that they really mentioned some key components here. For an example, we do see under the section building a more sustainable, scalable, and accessible future for NFTs with XRP Ledger. In the report, the company said XRP has extremely low transaction fees. SBI also said the crypto can be settled instantly without much of an impact on the environment. Again, this is where we talk about environmentally sustainable because it doesn't rely on mining, making it an attractive choice. That is why I honestly think that when we look at a lot of these things, for an example, the XRP Ledger and XRP itself has massive demand, especially with these big financial giants, especially when we look at how many partnerships it has. 100 plus financial giants, 300 plus financial companies as well. This is a huge project, especially when we kind of dumb it down. Now, of course, a lot of people are losing hope in XRP. Totally fine with me. I don't care. I do know what I hold. If you guys do know what you hold, definitely leave a like and comment why you do think that XRP is a piece of the puzzle for the future. But also, we do see NFTs growing in a lot of demand. But we also see here the blockchain XRP Ledger has the ability to tokenize not only XRP, but a variety of other assets. And those assets could be anything, right? It could truly be anything when we look at, scalability, we look at financial infrastructures, even, down here, they're actually kind of saying that. We're seeing achieve an impact at scale across so many asset types would require the interaction of different blockchains and existing internet and financial infrastructures. Again, I think a lot of these financial infrastructures or financial businesses, whatever the case may be, could truly be impacted by XRP tokenization, especially for scale, like they are saying, but also to alleviate a lot of pain points, saving a lot of money, and so forth. Now, for me personally, we do see here that predict 10% of the world's gross domestic product, or GDP, would be tokenized by 2027. I actually think that this number is going to be higher. I honestly think that we could grasp a quarter of the market and really kind of tokenize it. Now, tokenization for XRP would be massive, especially when we kind of look at, I think that at some point in time, everything will be digitized in finance. You will no longer be utilizing a debit card, a credit card, or a bank overall. I think that digitization definitely will help a lot of people kind of recognize where we are headed in terms of the future, especially with finance, because finance has not had an innovation since 60 years plus now. So we could definitely use something like CBDCs or tokenization, whatever the case may be, to really help move things along smoothly, frictionlessly with a scale, and also affordable and pretty much instantly as well. So I think that this is very interesting. NFTs aren't just art or anything like that. I think NFTs, when we look at even digitization, because they are comparing it to kind of NFTs, if you will, because we do see touts XRP Ledger for NFT use in the tokenization of a variety of assets. I do think that tokenization could be anything. It could be, for an example, real estate. Real estate could be tokenized. We could see a lot of tokenization in e-commerce. We could see tokenization in healthcare. Tokenization doesn't need to be only specific to NFTs or even, for an example, art, because NFTs, they even say here, are non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens could have a tie to a lot of markets, to a lot of demand, and I do think that this is only the beginning. I think it's inevitable before CBDCs are adapted into multiple markets. I do think it's inevitable until CBDCs are kind of brought on with the XRP Ledger to really move across borders and kind of not finance, but settle those payments in real time as soon as possible. Also, a pain point, alleviate those massive fees that a lot of people are kind of concerned about, as well as scale it to maximum potential. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.